Oh, hello. Hi, Jane. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Liz. Oh, am I a bit blurry? I'm blurry and my eyes are blurry. I think I'm a bit blurry. Hold on. Oh, is that better? Maybe. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Catherine. Diane. Andrea. Del. Hello. Am I still blurry? My eyes really aren't working. What's wrong with my eyes? Hi, Joe. Susan. Hello. Hi, Mark. Don't know. Maybe I am blurry. Maybe I'm not. Hi, Naomi. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Judy. Wait for a few more to come on. Oh, I'm sure I'm blurry. I don't know. Hi, Anne. My eyes are just not working. Hi, Helen. Hello. Cheryl. Blurry for me? Yeah, it is. I thought so. All right, I thought it was just my eyes being naughty. That's a bit better, isn't it? I think. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Peter. Hi, Vicky. Is that better? Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Rosalind. Hi, Pamela. Hello, Christine, over on YouTube. As you can see, there's no hi, Dot from Geelong. How's Geelong doing? No code word tonight because your heads are falling into the jar. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sue. I forgot to put a code word in. Marilyn, hello. Yes, I think we're better there now. Okay, so we've got a few on. It's chilly again, isn't it? We've got snow all over the mountain and everyone had those horrible winds and rain. Hi, Cindy. Hopefully it's all blown away before you get here, Cindy. I don't think it's just us, though. I think it's Victoria as well and a bit of South Australia. Hi, Lorraine. Oh, good. That's arrived. Yeah. September, October usually are our windy months, so that's not so it's actually a bit early because we're not even quite till September yet. Hi, Shelley. Hi, Chris. Okay. My gin of the night is hot and windy in New South Wales. Oh, it's cold and windy here, Maryland. Cold and wet and windy, but we actually need the rain. We haven't had a huge amount of rain. Hi, Sharon. So my gin of tonight is the Drifters and Lemoncello. So it's like limoncello, but it's gin. I have had it before, but I'm on a bit of a restricted diet at the moment, so I'm not sure if I even should be having it. But anyway, so I think I can have this. So we'll have that. Yes, winds, massive winds. Yeah, I think they've been right across, and storms. Yep, big storms. So yeah, setting it down for us. Anyway, so it is from the Drifters and Distilling Company, which is in Cambridge. So it's just sort of on the way to Richmond from here. Handcrafted and batch distilled in Tasmania, our Lemoncello is inspired by our travels through Europe, where this wildly popular spirit is a refreshingly simple sip on a hot day. Locally sourced lemons are infused in a specially created gin base, resulting in a zesty and refreshing lemon liqueur that has all the elements of a traditional limoncello with added complexity from the gin. Best served chilled and garnished with a slightly crushed lemon leaf or in a light spritz cocktail. There you go. I'm just having it with soda. What have I missed here? Kim, cold and windy in Melbourne. I might have some gin I need to give someone. Oh, okay, Fiona. Have you got your power back on? And Nancy said I'm going to have some. Yeah, it's a good one. Drifter's End. You might get it at Dan's. I'm not sure. Otherwise, a trip to Tassie is always possible. And those coming to ASA next year, I think I've organised a little detour on the bus to Drifter's End. Because I have a couple of nice gins, but it doesn't matter if you're not a gin drinker, you just have a nice little detour. Hi, Brenda. That was Brenda and Brenda Bowie at once. Brenda, hello. Yeah, so that's our gin of the night. Yeah, it's nice. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Anita. Oh, okay, power back on. Yep. Yeah, quite a few lost power in Tassie too, but not us, thankfully. It's a bit of a reminder of 2 years ago at Tarraleah, actually. Fiona, you should be ready and used to it. Yeah, it's that sort of weather at the moment, what we had there. Hello from France. Hello, Pat, from France. How lovely to see you. It'll be morning over there, I'm assuming. Morning. Yes, it'll be morning over there. I just know from watching the Olympics. It's about now that things have started. Lovely to have you. Okay, so what have I got to show you tonight? It's always coming up with something new to show you each week. Okay, so a few things Joe sent home from the shop. Hi, Kathy. Watching your dinner break, then back to work. You're a night worker too. So one thing is we have these, I know a lot of you do charity quilts and things like that. So we have these charity boxes where we just curate a selection of fabrics that will all work just for very simple charity quilts. And there's 10 meters in there, so 10 1 meter pieces of fabric for 150. So that's half price fabrics. So yeah, for those of you or big group quilts and things like that, you get lovely, all good fabric, just curated in a colorway that would work in a very simple quilt, any of the layer cake, fat quarter type quilt patterns. And I think on the website we've got listed the peachy orange and some lilac ones on there, but if there's a particular colorway you want, we can curate a box. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Kayleen. Yeah, so that's a really good way. I mean, they don't have to be charity quilts. You might like to just make lots of quilts yourself. 10 meters of fabric. That's a lot of fabric. So, hi, Rhonda. Hi, Kelly. So that was the first thing I had to show you. Then we've got some new fabrics. A couple of new ones came in, so let's do some unboxing of this. We'll just switch to the overhead. Okay, so these are Moda fabrics from the range Sable and Swan by Cass Holden. So obviously we just chose a couple that we thought would be very workable. So this is a nice black and white, low volume text, number print. They're sort of numbers with measurements. It would be for like a typesetting type print. So that's a really nice low volume. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Jody. So that's one. And then this one, because we always get asked, often get asked for music prints, but some of them I just don't think are very nice. They're just a bit, oh, Joe's arrived. Hi, Joe. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Sue. and Susan. So this is the music one. So we quite often, as I said, we quite often get asked, and we see a lot of music fabrics, but some of them are really tacky. And as a, as a former musician, it does interest me, but I think they could have a bit of style as well. So this is quite a nice one. So it's just, I could try and sight sing it and try and work out what the tune is, but I don't even know if it is just one tune. But this one, again, you can use it as a low volume, but it's got more of antique-y. It's got like a creamy background with the black on it. I have to get my trumpet out and play it. I don't think I could sight sing that and work out what it was. Interestingly written, actually, incorrectly written in a lot of cases. Like they got 2 quavers. Why haven't they joined them? Anyway, and they're all different bits because they're all different keys. Anyway, so that's called Sable and Swan by Kath Holden. And that's a music fabric. So if you like music fabrics, it's actually a nice one. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Susie. Hello, Vera. Everyone's still popping in. So, yeah, that's just two new fabrics in. They may not be on the website yet. But, yeah, that's a really nice low volume on that one. Always on the lookout for nice text prints and low volume type prints because you can always use them. So just 2 new fabrics. But Jo has also sent me some pre-cuts that she'd like to move on. So we're doing, I haven't put the links up to the website. If you're interested in it, just say sold. So they're brand new bundles. This one someone ordered and then never came back and paid for it. So, things like that. So we're doing 20% off these brand new bundles. So this is Old Glory by Lila Boutique. And it's sort of red, white, and blue a little bit, but not typical American red, white, and blue. Hi, Sonia. So it's got greys and then this more steely blue and then reds on there. So that one's Old Glory, Lila Boutique. So it's a fat quarter bundle. So it was $265, so 20% off that, $26, $50. It's going to be just over $200. And there are however many in there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 nines, 27 fat quarters in there. That one. So Old Glory first. And then this one is Wyndham Fabrics Storybook. And again, it's fat quarters. Storybook 22. So this is like 1930s fabrics. Look at them. Isn't that gorgeous? So really typical 1930s storybook. The purple lilac. And then the blues. Very, very typical 1930s type designs on there, the way that they've done the designs. The boy catching butterflies with the net and the puppy dog, ducks, and then through to the greens, yellows, mustardy colour, reds, pinks, whites, and then this would be the feature panel, which is like a cheetah cloth that's got it all in it. Hi Judy, hi Wendy. So again, that one is 20% off, and I ripped the price off on the. So it was $250, so that will be down to $200, and there's only one of those. I'm assuming there's only one of those. I'm just going to, because I ripped the price off. I've got a pencil here. Just going to write. No, that's not going to work. All right, that's okay. Then we've got this big beauty, and this is Pumpkins and Blossoms by Fig Tree, Joanna Fig Tree. So that's her typical colorways. Hi Karen, hi Diane, hi Wendy. Every time I look up, there's new people here. So this has got a lot in it. It's a big one. I counted them 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 26, 39, about 37 fat quarters in it. It's a big bundle. So it'd make a lovely big queen size bed, fat quarter friendly quilt pattern. I should have bought some fat quarter books to give you some ideas. So that's typical fig tree, Joanna fig tree type colorways. And it was $2.86. So take 20% off that. One of those. And then we have some honey buns. So honey buns are 1.5 inch strips as opposed to jelly rolls that are 2.5 inch strips. Are these all the same? Well, I think they're all the same. Yeah. So Joe Morton, so reproduction for you reproduction fans. Hi, Mary. Gorgeous. Look at the colorways in this, but they're 1.5 inch strips. So if you've got a design, I mean, there'd be heaps of things you could do with them. And you can also look on the Motor Bake Shop because they would have heaps of free patterns on there that you can make with a honey bun roll. So it's like a jelly roll, but instead of being 2.5 inches wide, it's only 1.5 inches wide. You can see how rich the colors are. So it's Joe Morton Hopewell. And again, 20% off those. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. If you're into reproductions, I'd love to see what you could do with one of those. Yeah, look on the Motor Bake Shop website. If you haven't looked on there before, they have stacks of free patterns for all of the pre-cuts because Motor is the original pre-cut, home of the original pre-cuts. They're the ones that started jelly rolls and layer cakes and all the rest of it. So to support that, they have the Motor Bake Shop where there are stacks and stacks of free patterns on how to use them. Check it out because you might find some things there. A couple of other new things that have come in. This is 2 Green Zebras. I've brought in some notions, some really well priced notions. I think I've shown you the washout and the air erasable pens, which come in at only $1.99, whereas they used to be, $6 or $7. And now they've got safety pins, so curved safety pins for your quilt binding. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Helen. Hi, Gwen. So it's a pack of 200. So that's a nice little bundle, actually. 200 for $15. So we have those, and they're on the website. I'll put the link in a minute. And then while I was quilting my Mayotte Road quilt in the last month or so, I was using a micro quilter 100-weight fine thread, which then meant, hi Barb, I actually was using a 60 Microtex needle, like a really fine needle, because it's a really fine thread. So it's the same as what I use for my invisible machine quilting with the monopoly thread. So it's a Microtex 60 needle. And was that a pack of 200? Yes, it was, Fiona, of the pins. If you're talking about the pins, it's a pack of 200. Oh, dear, Nancy, lock the door on them. Anyway, I broke a few needles, as you do, because I was actually it wasn't the Mayotte Road, it was another quilt that I had to do afterwards. And it was already quilted. So it was already complete and quilted, and I had to redo a heap of stuff and unpick it because threads were coming undone. So moving a whole quilt underneath your domestic sewing machine with a 60 needle, it's so fine, it bends really easily. So because I was moving the quilt, I quite often bent it and snapped the needle. Anyway, I'd run out of my Superior top stitch needles, which we all love. But I remembered I bought these recently, and they're Triumph needles. And I think I've mentioned it before, and a lot of you said, oh, yeah, we've used Triumph for years. Now, where I got them from told me that they're actually exactly the same as the Superior top stitch needles, comes from the same factory, but they're just not branded as them. And so I used these. And they are only $5.50 a pack instead of about $14 a pack now. So that's something you might like to try. We've got them in various sizes on the website. Kayleen, curved quilting safety pins. Are you saying that you would like some, or you're just telling me what they are? But they are curved, yes. They are curved 38mm quilting safety pins. So if you're meaning you would like some, just confirm that in the comments. Yeah, so the Triumph Superfine Microtex needles, they're from, well, here you are. It says from Germany, ultra precision processing technology from Germany, but made in Taiwan. But the other thing I've recently found out is that Taiwan are the best at making quality things. And a lot of previous German manufacturing is now done in Taiwan. So there we are. So the 68 needles for a very good price. And I think we do have them in other sizes as well. But of course, we still have the Superior as well that we all love and know. Okay, what else have I got to show you? Right, after pulling out old books in that last week, today we've pulled out, let me switch to the overhead and see if it's around the right way. Okay, and I need to zoom out a little bit. Still a bit blurry. Okay, thanks, Kayleen. Yes. Am I still a bit blurry? Anyway, we're right. We should be right on the overhead. It's looking blurry to me, but my eyes are just not behaving tonight, so everything's looking blurry to me. But it could be. So when I get back on the front camera, I'll try and see if I can fix it up a bit. So this was the second book that I ever self-published after Christmas Truffles. And we found some of the old samples tucked away in a cupboard the other day, just to remind me of it. So anyway, I thought I'd show you this one. Now, obviously, this is quite some time ago because it was written when Matilda was, I think, about 2. And little Meggie here, she was under 1, and Matilda's now 20. This is Lara. She's now got 2 children, so some time ago. But we still have lots of them there. And if you have princesses as your as grandchildren, or lots of little princesses, then there might be still some things here that you think would be quite nice. Oh, thanks, Fiona. Thank you. It took me ages to write all those messages. So, because it's full of little stitched fairies, fairy princesses. So I look at it now and think, oh my God, how far we've come, and how my style has changed. But they were little princesses with some colour K, so coloured pencil if you wanted to. Yeah, and there was quite a few projects in there. So there's, as you can see, it was basically her whole bedroom. So there was this quilt, which you could change that to applique. You wouldn't have to do it as colour K. And this one, which has got lovely minky around it. Just a little framed embroidery, stitched and coloured in. And there's a little dilly bag, doona cover. Who's been game enough to make their own doona cover and pillows? So some of you might have this. And then the main quilt here, which has got all of the bits in there. So applique and colour K and stitchery and lots of bits in it. So anyway, they're the projects. And so if you have little grandchildren that would like things like that, then they're going out the door, $10 each, going out the door. And then I also had that digitized many years ago, and we found a few leftover digital versions for machine embroidery, which I know nothing about machine embroidery, so I paid an expert to do it. But it can be outline stitched, or it can be appliqued, or I think there's 3 versions on there. So includes fully stitched and outline only for the main quilt. So it's got all those little fairy designs on it. So if you're, again, a machine quilter and you want to try all those, then that's everything that's on there. You can see all of that. Only problem is, I don't know how you go nowadays with this. You still have to have a CD drive to be able to. Oh, that's nice, Andrea. Thank you. There you go. You'd have to have a CD drive to get the information off this onto a stick to put into your fancy machines now. But some people still have CD drives. I'm not sure. So anyway, so we have lots of those left, and a few of those left. So if you're a machine embroiderer and you want to stitch out, that would be even good to stitch the outlines, and then you can give it to the kids to do the colouring in. That would be a really fun thing to do. So yeah, so $10 for those if you want. They were $60 originally, and they were $32.95. So, but I'm trying to declutter. I'm trying to be very strong and declutter. So if you want any of those, and yes, I can sign it for you if you want. But yeah, they're nice little things for those little fairy princess girls. Even if you use the designs and other things, they are there. All right, now we have got lots and lots of different purse frames that I've used for projects over the years. So I thought what I would demo tonight, and let's go back to the front one and I'll show you some projects first. I know a few weeks ago when I showed you, what did I show you? It was something to do with the purse frame. And someone asked if I would show how to sew it into the frame. You can get the book, Karen, yes. I'm not going to do that tonight, but that reminded me of all the different purse frames we've got. And I thought I would demonstrate to you how, if you've got a frame without a pattern, how you can draft up your own pattern for it. Okay, so some of these frames we've put a template in with it, so I've drafted up a template and put it in with it. But let me show you some of the bags. So that one, for example, is a nice little, it's a gorgeous frame, a nice little bag there. And then there's this one, which is just like a plain rectangular one. And that's the same frame as we use in the iHex pouch as well. So there's that one. There's the round frame, and this one's made a little bit differently. This one's actually got an actual base sewn into it, so that one has been done a little bit differently. But that's a round one. What else did I bring? Well, here's another rectangular one, but a bit smaller. Okay, so it's got a wider bottom on that one. So it makes it a little bit smaller. It's not stuffed, so it's not sitting up quite so well. And right down to the little tiny ones, the little key ring ones there like that. So there's lots and lots and lots of different templates, and it's still a little bit blurry. Okay, maybe because I moved towards it. I don't know why I can't get it right tonight. Is that a bit better? That looks a bit better. There's lots and lots of different styles of bags that you can use with the frame. So this one is like a little 4-piece sort of round one. As I said, this one's got a base sewn into it, and then this is more your typical style that you would use. So if you just find a really lovely frame and you don't know how, it doesn't come with a template, then I'm just going to take you through how you can make up your own template that works for it. That is looking better, isn't it? See, it wasn't my eyes. I was blaming my eyes. But if I look up on my big screen, it's still blurry because my eyes aren't focusing. So let's see which one we'll use. And we'll use this one because it's now I'm not an expert at this, and I learnt it from a bag maker in the UK, and this is how she teaches it. So I'm not professing it to be all mine, but I'll pass on what I know. I'm sure I brought up a pencil. What happened to my pencil? Don't know, but I can't really do it without a pencil. Buddy, where's my pencil? Did you pinch it? Let's see, I've got one here somewhere. Surely I've got a pencil somewhere. All right, I'll do it with a friction pen. Does that one work? Yep. Hang on, this pencil might work. I have a pencil. Okay. So I'm going to switch back over to the overhead. Right. So we will start with a piece of paper, and we want to fold that in half and get the center fold. And then we can, I should have bought a smaller ruler, just draw a line down that center fold. Then I want to find the center of my frame. This might be a bit big for this size of paper. So this one is about 8 inches. So I'm going to go 4 inches. And I'll just make a mark there in the center. Probably should use a bit of tape or something like that. So then we put the center of the frame on that line, and just make sure you've got it nice and straight with the top of the paper. You can actually rule a horizontal line with your quilt ruler too if you want to, or just eyeball it. And then I'm going to trace around the outside down here, and then just put a mark at the bottom of the pivot bit there. Okay, and you won't be able to trace underneath these bits, but that's all right. You can just join that up afterwards. Okay, so that is the top of the frame. Can you see that okay? I'll just come in a little bit. So we've got that in there. Okay. All right, so that is the top shape of the bag. But if we just left it like that and then just cut our fabric straight down there, you don't get this nice puffy bit here, which gives you the fullness and the actual size of your bag. So so to get this nice little puffy bit here, we need what she calls a puff angle. So we cut the fabric actually out a bit more so it's puffing out. So to do that, you get this and you put it right in the corner, and then you sort of hold your finger there and pivot it. And there's no right or wrong place. You just get it to where you think it might be about right. And then trace down there and put that mark down there like that. And then just join that up to there. But then we also need to add our seam allowance onto that, because we'll be sewing that bit and there'll be a seam allowance. So I'm just going to use a 1/4 inch. So I'm going to eyeball another 1/4 inch to there. Okay, so that gives me my puff angle, as she calls it, out there. So we get a nice sort of voluptuous bag rather than just a straight flat bag like that. So I'm just going to let Bentley out. Now, the next thing we need to do is to decide how tall we want the bag. So how far from here to the base of the bag when it's sitting on the table. Okay, and again, there's no right or wrong. You sort of just want something that's that looks right. You can see this has been sitting in a window for several years and it's very faded. But you just need to calculate how far from there to there, how big you want your bag or your purse to be. And then you need to add on how wide you want the base. So in this instance, I've got like a 2-inch, maybe even a 2.5-inch base. So I would need to add the distance from there to there, plus if it's 2.5, 1.25 inches, plus my seam allowance of 1/4 inch. So if that makes it, let's say that is 5 inches, so 6 1/4, and so 6.5 inches. I would need to cut my template, which happens to be the width of my ruler. So I can draw my line across there like that. Okay, so that's how big the fabric's going to be cut down to there. Then the next thing we need is this angle here. Okay, so from where it comes to the join up to where it meets, where we finished our puff angle here. And again, no right or wrong. This one I've made just slightly narrower than the width of the frame, but you could also make it slightly wider than the width of the frame, and then your bag's going to come out here a little bit more. So again, it's just playing, it's deciding what you want. So in this case, my frame's there, I might make it just a little bit wider. So I'm going to put a mark there, and then I'm going to join up from that point to my mark there. Okay, that makes sense. So that's half of my template, and we do it in half so that we make sure that it's symmetrical. I'm going to fold that in half and cut out through both layers, so then it should be symmetrical. Okay, so there's my template, and it's sitting on white, so you can barely see it, can't you? Where's my black mat? Or a green mat? Let me get the green, and then you might be able to see it better. There you are. Now you can see it better. All right, now the last thing we need to do is we need to cut out our corner squares where we box the corner of the bag and get this flat base. So that was, say, we decided that was 1 1/4 inches. So I would make a mark. Make a mark 1 1/4 inches in from there. But I can't just cut a straight square. Like I can't go 1 1/4 inch up there and then cut there, because it's not a right angle there. It's not a right angle. So what you do is you, from that point, I've got to remember how to do this now. It's the wrong way. We need to fold that into that point to the center. And then, I don't think I'm doing this right, actually. I think I've forgotten how to do it, because it's been quite some time. Maybe I needed to fold it. No, I'm sure it has to be that way. But then we have to fold it. Oh, I might have to refresh myself and do the second half next week. Hi, Sharon. Never mind. So we're trying to get the angle. Oh, I've got to refresh myself how to do this. I'm sure that has to meet down there. Maybe it's like that. Okay. And then we have to fold that so that that's equal. That's it there. Now if I open it up, that's it. Okay, let's try that again. All right. So this has to fold down to the bottom, to that point there. And then at my mark, which I can see here, I fold that down so that it's even with my mark. And when I open it up, I've got my square. So can you see that? It's from there to there. So then I would cut that out. I haven't done one of these for quite some time. And then fold it in half and cut out the same on the other side. And ta-da, that is our template. So I would cut 2 pieces of lining, 2 pieces of outer fabric, 2 pieces of non-woven interfacing, and 2 pieces, woven interfacing like SF101 or something, and then 2 pieces of like a pellin or a batting or something to make it nice and soft. So all up, you're going to have 8 pieces to cut, and then that makes it into your purse. So if I get a chance during the week, I will cut out all those pieces and show you in a couple of weeks how you would put that together, and then how you would get it into the frame. But that's how you make the template. So it doesn't matter what shape frame that you're starting with. In this instance, you would be cutting like the curve. And if I show you the one that had a template in it, I'll undo this one. This is the curved fancy one. So the same idea there. That obviously follows the curve, and then we've swung out to get our puff corner, and then we've got our little corner cut out there, and that makes that one. So you can see how that one's coming into there. So anyway, wasn't a great demo, but it gives you an idea how you can make your own templates for all the different purse frames that are out there. If you buy the frame without a pattern, you can just make your own and come up with all sorts of combinations and things like that. So yep, you can go back and rewatch it. Let's just remember how to do the corner again. So we're folding it to there, and then we're folding that corner over and then measuring out the little square in the corner. I need to do that so I don't forget it now. Susan, Joe will get that for you. Okay, so that's all I've got for you tonight. Another bit quicker one. But we can get back in front of the heater now and get some blankets on because it's a bit cool. And hope you all have a great week. Oh, Joe asked me to remind you, if you're in the Simply Charm Club, there's a few of you who haven't chosen. You've been charged, your card's been charged, but you haven't chosen your fabrics yet. So if you've look in your junk mail if you haven't seen it, or if you know your card's been charged, then drop her a message. Joe will send invoices for the books on Monday. If you're watching on replay, just leave a message before Monday and she'll send invoices for the books or the CDs for $10 each. CDs, the embroidery machine, version of it. And what else? 12 days of Tilda boxes. We'll be launching hopefully next week. Limited supply. They sold out in a day or two last year. So trying to come up with lots of new different goodies to go in them, along with some Tilda fabric. So if you had a Tilda box last year, you know what it's about. This year, same price, hasn't gone up, and we're still limited to a fixed number of boxes because it takes a year to collect all the stuff. But yeah, they'll be releasing next week. So if you're interested in a 12 days of Tilda box to spoil yourself for Christmas, then keep watch on your newsletter. And I think that's all I've got to show you or tell you about. Any other news? Hobart gathering, still spots in the Hobart gathering. So if you want a little quick trip down to Hobart at the end of November, should be lovely then for a lovely day of stitching. There's still spots, or if you're local, Adelaide is well and truly oversold, so that one's closed. And yeah, other than that, I think that's all the news I've got to tell you. Stitcher's Garden, you should all have that by now, the last project. I haven't seen anyone finish it yet. So yeah, that should be seeing a few of those soon. All right, that's it from me tonight. Oh, I have to draw the prize winner. Lots of little heads in there tonight. It is Nancy Cook. Now, Nancy had to go. She had visitors. Are you still here, Nancy? Did you kick them out? To Hobart, Joe? Oh, well done. See you soon. Nancy, are you still here? Oh, I'm really sorry if you did have to go to your visitors. You'll really be dirty on them now because we'll have to redraw if you're not still here. Nancy, are you here? Hello, Nancy. I think she's gone. She made a comment that she had visitors there. One more chance, Nancy. Are you there? Are you there? Yes, watch it on replay, Judy. Sorry you missed it. It was a fairly quick one tonight. Hi, Monique. Yeah, watch the replay. I would have ignored them. Oh, the visitors. Yeah, that's what I said to her. Lock the door. But no, I think she's gone. So we're going to have to do a redraw. Sorry, Nancy. Poor Nancy. I think it might be her first time too. So she might not have even known was missing out on something. Oh, I don't want to reset. I want to get another winner. Dell, are you still here? Dell, are you still here? I know you were here at the very beginning. Oh, thanks, Barb. That's the Stored Island Garden quilt. You can only see a little bit of it. But yeah, that's a popular one. I'm teaching that in Houston, which is why it's up there. Dell, are you still? Yes, she's still here. Okay. Drop Jo a message if there's anything else you want, or else just drop her a message with your details. And yeah, she'll get something out to you next week because she's having a day off tomorrow. Okay. Thanks, everyone. See you all next week. Next week, by the way, if you're doing the Quilter's Companion Trade Wins block of the month, part 2 has just been sent to us. So I'll be demoing the applique papers and the first border for that next week. If you're not doing it, you can still watch an applique demo and see some inner and outer curves and points and things like that, a little refresh. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great stitchy week. Stay warm, stay dry if you can, and we will see you next week.